Their debut night for the Sevens only, we are told. Earlier on, they won the local derby against the South Queensland Crushers. The Broncos winning that one 12-4. And next up, they're going to take on the Western Suburbs Magpies, who we saw go down to the Western Reds. There's the Brisbane lineup. Let's go to our commentating team, led by Ray Warren.
And Darren Smith, the former Bulldog. Willie Kahn in the 5 shirt. Stephen Cummings as the referee. So the Broncos start off the boot of Julian O'Neill. He takes it deep into Western Suburbs territory. McGuinness has to bring it back off his own line. First tackle then of the encounter. Andrew Leeds. Marvellous player he's been for Western Suburbs. Josh White across the back of the ruck.
White going back to the short side of the ruck. Better advised to come to the centre of the field and give his side a few more options. See here, sliding defence from Brisbane is very effective on Georgialis, who tries for the quick play of the ball, succeeds.
Williams now. Leeds links up in the centre of the park, pushes away. Pursues. Leeds looks for support. Elchin is there. Great persistence by the Broncos. McGuinness, though. Leeds gets it down. And Tom Rodonicus, the coach.
Well, he's done it all himself, Andrew Leeds. He's made the big bust. Waited to position his inside man. A tremendous cover tackle from Julian O'Neill. Stopped to try the previous play. He's quite deceptive in his running style, Andrew Leeds. He's quicker than what people think. The ball back inside. Look at that tackle down low from O'Neill. Blind side. Attacked once again, and Andrew Leeds gets the big reach out and plants the ball down.
Attempt at conversion just wide. Grand attempt, though, by Brandon Pearson. 4-0. The Magpies over the Broncos. Take a sideline comment from Blocker.
Yeah, well, Tommy certainly made an impact as a coach there. He was a bit disappointed with his senior players, Andrew Leeds, and also Paul Langmack, but they've paid him back after that one.
Madison turning it inside, and that is Johnny Plath. Oh, did well. Keating is with it. Keating's pass back to McGuinness for the Magpies.
Well, it's a game of basketball out there. Good work from Brisbane keeping the ball alive, but in the end, Sean Keating just trying to do a little bit too much. Got carried away with the situation out there as Darren Burns takes the ball 33 metres out.
Willis now. A run from dummy half. They're good yards. Almost to the halfway line. West with a nice back line. Quick service along that back line. And then they mess it all up. He says backwards play on for Georgialis. Williams, the runaround. Burns throws the dummy and angles back towards the blind side. 5 gone. Georgialis again. Pushes on. White kicks. And he'll regather. Keeps it on the boot. Play on. Still a chance. Pearson. Pearson. He scores. Magpies 8. Broncos 0.
Josh White on the last tackle. Put the little kick over. I think if there's no second line of defence on the last tackle, it means the outside men for the defensive team have been a little bit lazy. Didn't get the bounce he wanted, but was able to get some part of his leg to the ball. And really, at speed, Brandon Pearson was going to beat any cover defender. Did exactly that.
Pearson should convert. Oh!
Well, he should.
It hasn't left me.
He didn't.
It hasn't left me.
Just see the shoulders droop as soon as he heard you say that, Ravs.
Oh. The restart. Wendell Saylor. Madison. Inside. Johns. Cleaned up by Darren Willis.
Well, the Broncos, as you would expect, have opened up Western Suburbs on countless occasions, but the last pass has always been ordinary.
Oh, look at the Magpies. They're getting in a queue. Elgin hasn't got the pace. The little legs are pumping, but run down. Walker got him. Now McGuinness. Williams looks up the centre, flicks it out the back.
Well, that was a very good pick-up from Darren Willis. Wendell Saylor was putting all sorts of pressure on him. Western Suburbs. Well,
Pearson. One to beat. Johnny Platt comes across and nails him. 20 out.
big numbers to the right-hand side. Looking for quick hands here, Western Suburbs.
Langmack across. Alchin is with it. He's got them out there. Many of them. Leeds is with it. Now they go back in field. McGuinness gets another try for Western Suburbs.
Well, the Broncos have looked like scoring twice at the far end of the field, but the last pass has let them down, and on both occasions, Western Suburbs have scored in the next set of 6. Been a great half here for the West team. See here, they had big numbers in the end. The angled run from McGuinness was a good one. The Brisbane defence all going across, and a big gap on the inside. Madison and Darren Smith unable to close that gap. And it sets up an easy conversion attempt for Andrew Leeds. No mistake with that one. 14-0 the Maggies.
Wayne Bennett. What's gone wrong here? Could well be the caption. As his team starts again. One of the Kangaroo stars not on show at the Sevens. John Plath.
In the Sevens game, you've got to work out whether a quick play of the ball is better than throwing that chancy last pass. Brisbane, well, they've opted to throw that last pass all the time. Julian O'Neill will earn a penalty here, takes the quick tap. Running out of time in this first half. They need to get across the line.
Good tackle by Langmack. Now, Madison throws the dummy.
20 seconds.
Darren Smith is the dummy half. And another penalty. They'll take the quick tap and go again. Madison uses Darren Smith, pushes it along the line to Julian O'Neill. And Western Suburbs, their defence magnificent. Andrew Leeds to the fore. Darren Smith is with it, tries to pirouette through. 4 seconds to go for the Broncos to get on the board in the first half. They go wide, they use some space. That is Walker, and eventually the ball comes down to the Magpies. Well, that was great defence. 14-0, an accurate reflection of the match between the Magpies and the Broncos.
Night, first of 3 nights of the World Sevens. Papua New Guinea defeated Canada 20-6. The Gold Coast really thumped Japan by 40 points to 0. So some big scoring a little earlier on, and this is the halftime pictures coming through from Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane, and also some results there. Japan over Canada 14-8. Now the results, the important ones from New Zealand's point of view. New Zealand 22-14 over North Queensland. And the Auckland Warriors beating Canberra by 22 points to 4. And it is 14 points to 0 at half-time. Can the Broncos bounce back? They're up against it on their home turf in Brisbane. Western Suburbs really turning on a great performance.
Welcome back. Suncorp Stadium hosting the first night of the Coca-Cola World 7. 14-0. Western Suburbs over the Broncos. Tremendous first 7 minutes for Western Suburbs. The Broncos with all the work to do. Saylor.
The Broncos really need to get the likes of Wendell Saylor involved much more in this next 7 minutes than we saw in the first half. Willie Kahn, Wendell Saylor. Great speed, great runners in open, broken play. Need to touch the football more.
Saylor combining with Johns and now with Plath. Trying to hold off the tackle of Alchin, but Leeds. Andrew's defence in this game has been quite outstanding.
Hasn't he had a game?
That is Walker flicking it. Turned inside for Sailor. Some open pasture for Wendell. Look at him go across the grass. Sailor scores for the Broncos.
He's a fine athlete, is Wendell Sailor. And one of the great crowd favourites north of the border. Here, a good ball back inside. You just see a little bit lazy Western Suburbs coming back on the inside in cover defence. The big step, you can't blame a Western Suburbs player for missing that tackle. One-on-one, he should beat you 99 out of 100 times. Georgialis did a good job to keep him out wide.
Attempt a conversion.
Oh, well, it's hit though, uprights.
And awarded to the Broncos. 14-6 now.
Should get double points for that, Nels.
$10.30 on Footy Tab, Brisbane. Manly the favourites at $4.70, 156,000 in the pool. That's a combined New South Wales-Queensland pool. Leeds turns it in. McGuinness goes back. Leeds is with it once more. Spirals the pass to the centre. A little bit sloppy, but something might still come from it as Joshua White is put away. 42 metres out from the Broncos line.
No surprise to see Chris Johns down low, effecting a great tackle on Josh White. Western Suburbs really be looking to score in this set of 6. They lead by 8. They had a bigger lead at half-time. Broncos, I think Wayne Bennett said plenty to say to them. The half-time break. This is the last.
30 out. The last. White might have passed a touch early, but the knock-on was offered by McGuinness.
Let's have a look at how much petrol's left in the Magpie tank here. Came up with some great scrambling in that first 7-minute period. Some replacements now made by Tommy Raudonikis. This is a key set of 6 in this game.
Broncos trailing by 8 points. Driscoll is on for the Broncos. Plath has come off. This is Smith. Darren gets a pass away. Madison is with it. The angle's across, looking for the place out wide. That is Walker. That's off the boot. That's play on for Driscoll. They should still score. Madison says pass inside. Now he's bombed it completely. Madison was outside, went inside. He was pointing at Willie Kahn.
Yeah, didn't work for John Driscoll, but what about the tremendous cover from Ken McGuinness? Have a look at the reach that the man's got coming across in cover defence. He really placed his body well between the support players and the man with the football. I think Driscoll knew if the pass was thrown, it would have been knocked down. In the end, he's knocked on.
The Magpies, 3 minutes and 19 remaining. Down the line, Josh White.
Is O'Neill coming?
Here's Julian O'Neill. He's got him easy. Not only got him, he's banged him into touch. Oh, great chase by O'Neill.
Yeah, he didn't miss him. Julian O'Neill on the fly. Josh White, he's no slouch himself in the speed department. The most disappointing thing from the Magpies' point of view was that he went over the sideline first tackle. If he knew O'Neill was going to come up and affect the tackle, he had to go infield to some extent.
Well, this should be it. Well, he's given the penalty to the Broncos. Willie Kahn looking to get around and give Sailor some free running down that line. Good defence again. That time from Williams. Sailor, one-on-one out there with McGuinness. The Broncos, they're desperate with 2:23 to go. It's with Kahn, and the Magpies lift.
Got numbers to the left, Brisbane. It should have gone there that time. Willie Kahn opting to go back inside. John Driscoll up the blind side. A good dart.
2 minutes and 5 on the clock now. The Broncos in front of their home crowd, down 14-6. Sailor's pass. Was it deflected by McGuinness? It was. It'll be a scrum that the Broncos will feed. And Tommy goes for another one.
And let's have a look at the timepiece here. 1:50 on the clock. We'll go through plenty of bungers before the season's out. A few fingernails as well, I'd imagine. Brisbane, they've got to score here and then force a mistake from the Magpies. Chris Johns puts Kahn outside his men. He'll score.
Shut the gate. Shut the gate. Willie goes in to score. Didn't get out of first gear. 14-10 conversion from right in front. Terry Madison. 1:15 on the clock. Madison gets it. 14-12 now, the Magpies. The Gold Star Magpies.
The referee is going to have a close look at this next set of 6 from Western Suburbs. They are going to try everything to waste time. And that will mean very slow play of the balls. Brisbane, on the other hand, they want them to get through this set of 6 without scoring and quickly to give them the final shot.
Elgin to play at 40 metres out. 44 on the clock. That's Darren Willis. 32 metres out, 37 on the clock. Pearson.
The Western Suburbs, you would think, would try and use up their plays here and then get a kick into the in-goal area. This is the last. Somehow they've got to get it in with a good chase.
20 seconds on the clock. Elgin goes for the kick. It came off the Bronco off the feet. They get the ball, the Broncos. They have knocked on. I thought for a moment it was off the feet. Tommy, you've won it. 3 seconds to go. And 14-12. The Magpies have beaten the Broncos. Great game of sevens. Tremendous game of sevens. Darren Smith, who will probably prove to be one of the purchases of the year. Deep down, I hope Tommy Raudonikis proves the same for the Maggies. 14-12 then in favour of West's over Brisbane Broncos at the Suncorp Stadium.
The Brisbane side will look back on that first half and know that that's where they lost it. On the sideline, Steve Roach would be with a very happy Tom Raudonikis.
Yeah, Tommy, a lot more committed Magpies there in the second game playing against the Broncos.
Yeah, that's right. The first game, you know, they weren't probably that committed, I suppose. And but the thing is, you know, sevens is sevens, but they're committed. And I just think the people there see what the, you know, what the Magpies are going to be on about this year. We're going to shake a few up, Blocker.
Well, the story was no mistakes in the first half. I think that's what won you the game.
Oh, well, that's right. You know, but sevens is sevens, and my boys had a good time, and we just hope we get it on averages. But who cares? It's a good concept, and my boys had a lot of fun.
You're excited, mate. Come on.
Oh, mate, I'm excited.
Good luck.
Of course I am.
Thanks, Tom.
Steve Roach there with Tommy Raudonikis, the very likeable, and always has been. Well, there'll be more of the Coca-Cola World Sevens very shortly on the 9 Network.